I came here to Alabama, a town about 50 miles south of Huntsville, to be with my mom and my aunt and grandfather. And he was moved to a hospice facility, which is a caring facility for those that are passing away in the last days. So no medical intervention other than fluids and medicine for pain and stuff like that. I'm sorry, not fluids. They don't give IVs or anything. Just water, and they'll feed people if they are able to eat. It's been a time of very mixed emotions for me. I came here primarily to be with my mom, who was just going through a lot. She was taking care of him the last 2 weeks until moving him here once he had really rapidly declined. And I knew that she was going through a lot, so it was important for me to be a support for her. And it also has been an opportunity for me to be with him. I've been relatively close to my grandfather, not nearly as close as one would be, had they been raised by their grandparents or had they lived very close to them, etc. But I would always call, Papa from the road as an adult, talk to him, remember a lot of things from my childhood. He lived with us for a couple of years, I think, at least a year, when we lived in Mississippi. And, we've always had a good time and enjoyed things. He is in his last days, and, it's very difficult to know what that will mean. This is Tuesday, so Christmas is a week from today, and we are all planning to convene in Memphis to visit my family, and are still planning to do that. We just may have a funeral in the midst of all of that. I think it'll be very difficult for my mom to leave here if he is still with us by then. I haven't really been confronted with dying very much as an adult. My parents are both alive. My wife's parents are both alive, and I am somewhat a step away from, a step removed from a lot of the emotion of with my grandfather being here. I love him greatly. Try to talk to him, have been, holding his hand and talking to him as much as he is allowed, mainly just sitting there. And if he chips up or opens his eyes, then I'll, say something back to him. He has, since I came on Sunday, or Saturday, I don't actually remember, Saturday I think is when I came, he has gone, really through a roller coaster physically and mentally. He's had times of great lucidity where he would be able to talk a little bit, be able to understand what you were saying, recognize who you were. He's gone through times where he has been in a lot of pain, where he is not lucid at all, where he has slept for hours on end. He's been, goes through periods of being very hot and very cold. One big part of all of this that I think just gets lost when, you're with people that are in the stage or are hospitalized or are old, that you can think, well, they're old, they don't you sort of subconsciously think that they are out of it, but personal dignity, is something that really has struck me in all of this. My grandfather, doesn't want to be uncovered. He wants to be putting his clothes on. He does not like being in a gown. He hates being in a diaper. He hates having a catheter in. So all of these things are, affronts to one's personal dignity, and he's a proud man. You also go through the emotions of, where you start to romanticize, someone that's dying or a loved one, but like all of us, my grandfather was a man of, complexity, a man who made bad decisions, not a good financial steward, and yet a man that was redeemed at a part of his life where he was able to return to his children. He was able to have relationships with his kids, have terrific relationships with his grandchildren. I, being the eldest of, I have to count to 5, 8 grandkids, and then great grandchildren. A bunch of those, however many. Life is a long time, and we get to this point in life, and there are probably more regrets, it seems, than not, both for the dying as well as those loved ones around them. So I am hoping a whole lot that this Christmas time will not be a time of mourning, but a celebration time. I'm going to work real hard to try to make that happen. But I also know it, will need to be a time of comforting and caring for my mom, especially, and other loved ones as well, regardless of exactly what happens. So I am more than likely going to be leaving here shortly. My sister is driving from Memphis, and I am torn a bit. He is not doing that well today, and you have this emotion, this mentality of, should you stay or should you go? Should you be here when he passes? You want to be here for some reason. I'm not quite sure, or I do. Maybe it's because I've seen him now for a bit, and want to be able to be here with my mother, especially when there's closure. So I'm kind of dragging my feet on whether to leave or not, but more than likely I'll be leaving. I'm driving back today, so I know this isn't, I'm not even sure why I'm doing this video, but thanks for everyone that knows me or doesn't know me or stumbles upon this video, and that's it.